Hello and welcome back to Women's Football Talk, the YouTube channel that brings you all the latest news and stories from around the world of women's football. Now before we get into today's video, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on the post notification bell so you never miss a video of ours. And it has been a busy week at Arsenal with a contract extension and new players signed this week. Manchester City, they've had a contract extension to a very important player, and ticket sales for El Clásico in the Champions League are going absolutely wild. So let's start off with Arsenal. This week they've managed to tie down Leah Williamson for another contract extension. She obviously signed one last summer in 2021 after there was some rumours that she could potentially leave the Gunners. However, she put that to rest, and she has done the same early on this season by signing a contract this past midweek to remain with the North London side. Again, the length of the contract wasn't disclosed by Arsenal, but it's probably in just like a carry-on running contract, which is obviously great news to all Gunners fans as they see Leah Williamson as the main part of their team. And obviously when the Gunners have played in the absence of Leah Williamson over her injury this season, it has been key to see how much of a impact Leah has in that team. The other bit of news from Arsenal is they've managed to complete the signing of Swedish international striker Stina Blackstenius, and that is an excellent coup for Jonas Eidevall's side. Blackstenius has been one of the best strikers in world football. It was announced on Thursday, or may have been even Wednesday now, that she left her previous side BK Häcken, and there had been rumours that she was potentially going to Manchester United. However, that deal didn't happen, and she is instead signed with Arsenal. Maybe the managerial connection between herself and Jonas Eidevall, both being Swedish, helped her out with that decision, and obviously Arsenal having more of a history in the women's game than Manchester United, so that may have also helped with Blackstenius' decision. But yes, two great pieces of business from Arsenal this past week, tying down Leah Williamson for another contract and bringing in Stina Blackstenius. Now again, Arsenal haven't disclosed Blackstenius' contract length. However, it is believed to be a 2.5 year deal to see her at Meadow Park, which is an absolute steal for the Gunners. The other bit of contract news we said, this time it regards with Manchester City. They've managed to tie down captain Steph Houghton to a new contract to remain up with the Sky Blues. Again, contract length wasn't disclosed to the public, but it's one that is good news either way to have captain tied down for the foreseeable future. Obviously, she's been at the club since they have came about, and she's obviously recently just came back from injury, so it's big news there for Manchester City getting Steph Houghton back and tied down for the foreseeable future. Right, now let's have a look at the games we've got this weekend, and some of them may have kicked off by the time this is out, others won't have. So we've got two games in the WSL on Saturday. We've got Manchester United versus Birmingham City from Leigh Sports Village, and then we have Aston Villa versus Manchester City from Banksy Stadium. Manchester City obviously flew out the traps last week, beating Brighton 6-0 in the second half. That was an absolute phenomenal second half from them. Manchester United, their game that was meant to play last week got called off, so they haven't played in 2022, and neither have Aston Villa. Then on Sunday, the early game that was meant to happen between Chelsea and Everton has been postponed due to the amount of COVID cases amongst the Everton squad. And then the rest of the fixtures see Leicester take on Brighton, Arsenal take on Reading, and Tottenham versus West Ham United. These are the fixtures as of time of recording that are still on. Obviously, games can be cancelled due to COVID. Elsewhere amongst the leagues, we'll head over to Italy, where on Saturday we have 3 games with Roma taking on Empoli, Sampdoria, Lazio, Hellas Verona versus AC Milan, and then 3 on Sunday, Pomigliano versus Juventus, Fiorentina Sassuolo, and Inter Milan versus Napoli. Then we head over to France. We've only got 3 games this weekend taking place in the league. Paris FC versus ECFF, Montpellier versus Saint-Etienne, and Stade Reims versus Fleury 91. Over in the Eredivisie in the Netherlands. 3 games have got underway. We got PSV versus Excelsior Barendrecht, VV Alkmaar versus Heerenveen, and Ajax versus Den Haag. And then on Sunday it is PEC Zwolle versus FC Twente. And finally we'll finish off in Spain. We've got on Saturday Madrid CFF versus Villarreal, and then the rest of the games take place this Sunday. And before we finish, as we speaking about Spanish football, the El Clásico match between Barcelona and Real Madrid, the second leg that is scheduled for the 30th of March, is taking place inside the Camp Nou, and as of time of recording, over 70,000 tickets have been sold for this match, which is absolutely incredible to see that this amount of fans are interested in watching the women's game and seeing the team progress as far as they possibly can. So 70,000 tickets have been sold for this game between Barcelona and Real Madrid in a few weeks' time. Right, that is all we've got time for this week. We'll be back at the start of next week to recap all the weekend's action and any more transfer news or contract extensions that come up over the course of the weekend. And until then, make sure you like, comment and subscribe. Follow us on Twitter at WFTalk2020 for all the latest news and stories. And until next time, we'll see you soon.